I was humbled by that mountain that was standing in my way. I love that song. I don't even know what song it is. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to my recap of Love After Lockup. This is season 2, episode 45, Bonded and Ghosted. This was a good episode, y'all. Y'all ready for this recap? Let's jump in. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to share it if you do like my commentary. Share it on any social media platform you feel necessary. Since I was singing that lovely song, let's go ahead and start off with Tracy and Clint. Tracy is in prison. Clint goes over to his mama's house to talk to Alice, and he has to tell Alice that he is going to bond his goddess out of prison, and it's gonna cost $5,000. And Alice is like, Clint, you're not gonna get that money back. And Clint's like, Mama, I have to try. I'm not gonna let my goddess sit in a prison. And Alice is like, Clint, we don't have anything else to give her, Clint. She's already broken my heart. She broke my heart 2 years ago. And how do we know when she comes out if she's gonna do right by you? Clint's like, I don't know, Mom, but I gotta try. So Alice gives her baby boy a hug. And on his way out, she says, you are going to lose me and Dad. And he's like, okay. Now, I don't exactly know what that means. I don't know when she's planning on letting Clint go. I don't know what the next thing. It doesn't look like she is in that moment letting him go. But she's like, yo, we can't keep going on this roller coaster ride with you. You're going to have to get off and go into Kittyland because this amusement park, it's not for us. So Clint somehow gets the $5,000, goes down to Texas. He gets Tracy out. Upon coming out, Tracy asks for a little bit of privacy. So then 2 weeks later, Clint and Tracy call the camera and they come over, and for some reason, they are sitting in a shabby little, I just don't understand. You gonna call the camera crew all the way out there just to sit up in your cramped little room, cigarette butts all just... Matt Sharp, they do some dirt. They keep highlighting how much of smokers the smokers are, because they do the same thing to Angela too. They make it seem like Angela don't got nothing but cigarette butts everywhere in her vicinity. Like every time she walks, cigarette butts just fall out of her body. Anyways, let's get back to Tracy and Clint. They're sitting up in that cramped little room. They got a whole camera crew in there, like 5 pets, and they're sitting on the bed in their outside clothes, and I'm already having the heebie-jeebies. Now, I know this is supposed to be a sensitive and sad subject, and it really is, because my heart goes out to Tracy, but she doesn't look sober. The whole time she's laying up on Clint, she just looks like she's out of it and just very, very tired. And Clint's nails, I mean, they just look an absolute addiction mess. They both look like they're under addiction. They both look like life isn't fun nor good for them. And it's hard to watch. And then they try to put that sad ass song underneath it. I was humbled by that mountain that was standing in my way. Girl, enough! Go get some help, you guys. And that's what Tracy says she's gonna do, that she's gonna go to her arraignment or whatever it is, her court date. She's gonna find out whether or not she's gonna have to go to prison and for how long, and then that Clint is gonna be able to get his $5,000 back. But she just looks like she's hit bottom, but it isn't total rock bottom. She's got a little bit more havoc to cause before she's ready. Tracy wasn't sober during that filming. All right, so let's move on. The next couple that we're gonna talk about, who? I don't even know. Where's my phone? Cheryl and Josh. Okay, I'm just, what was this segment even about? Basically, it's Cheryl trying to make it seem like Tina attacked her. I don't believe for 1 second Tina attacked her. I don't even think Tina was doing anything wrong. All I think Tina was doing was just trying to get the 3-year-old to understand that if they waste something, they gotta clean it up. I personally don't have any problems with children cleaning up after themselves. As long as their fine motor skills are moving, then they can clean something up. Regardless if they do it well or not, it's just all about the lesson. And Cheryl just got so upset. That is your fiance's mom. You need to be respectful to her. She didn't do anything to you. I mean, she did, but come on, girl. Like, figure it out. It's too much. And then she gonna talk about Tina, talking about Tina need to worry about her own kids and keep her kids out of jail. I'm sorry, did you just do a dig on Tina about her kids when you're marrying one of her kids that just went into jail? You yourself said you were obsessed with serial killers. Get out of here. The hypocrisy is not lost on anybody, and we are confused. Cheryl. She get on my nerves. I'm over her. Josh doesn't even know what to do. Josh just says that he's just two crazy females are just gonna have to figure out how to live with each other. And he just washed his hand of the whole situation. The next couple that we're gonna talk about, Marcelino and Brittany. I see where Brittany's trying to go with this. So they have a meeting with their lawyer. She wanted to talk to her lawyer about possibly meeting with her children. She says that she has a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old out there. Isn't Brittany like 25 years old? 26? Damn, that's crazy. Poor baby. She had to give up the babies because she was a homeless teen and they just took the children from her. So her lawyer was basically saying that she does have an opportunity to try to figure out who they are, but it really just depends on several things to happen, doors to open in order for her to actually meet them. But I do think giving them the message that she didn't mean to give them up and that this was for the best for them was a positive message to give. Having her attempt to reach out to them is important for their psyche. You know what I'm saying? Love the fact that Marcelino is super supportive. So it looks like she has a long, hard battle ahead of her, but I'm there for her and I feel like I want to support her all through it. Like Brittany is somebody, again, she needs to be applauded for her efforts in getting through this life. So the next couple that we're going to talk about, the throuple. Okay, the throuple. Megan, Sarah, and Michael. Woo! Girl, Michael being so trifling is really what keeps this series going for me, okay? And so we finally get to see and meet Maria, who is not at all what I thought she was gonna look like. I mean, how old is she? Did they mention how old she was? Because she's quite older, I feel. And Michael's talking about how he likes Maria because she's older and more mature, and when he comes and talks to her about stuff, she's more amiable, and that, you know, he wants a girl that when he's like, yo, babe, I want a threesome, and she's gonna be like, cool. And I'm just like, Michael, you're with this woman because she's down with your sexual proclivities? Really? Michael is just a low down dirts McGurts dog, okay? They have a hotel. She's like, look, these are the ground rules. You're gonna call me when you get there and you're gonna text me all throughout the situation, okay? I need to know where you are. And he's gonna talk about how he likes that with her. I'm just like, it's just so confusing because Maria sounds very controlling and Mike talks about that's not what he wants in a woman. But I'm like, you got this woman who's telling you when you're gonna go meet your kids, your pretty girls. I just don't know. Did she watch the show? That's what I'm, like, it's just a lot. Like, I want to know if she watched the show, if she already knew what Michael was expecting, because she knows about Megan, she knows about Sarah, so she must have watched the show, right? And then reached out to him after season 1 and was like, I'm willing to get into this shit show with you. That's what I see, okay? I don't understand why Maria would put herself in the middle of this love triangle. And now it's like a square. It's a love square now, and I don't understand it. So anyways, he leaves Maria back at the hotel, leaves her with this, and it was just disgusting because, like, I'm trying to figure out why anybody would be attracted to Michael. Michael looks like a vampire. Michael looks like if vampires weren't dead. His cheekbones, like his whole structure of his face look like he want to suck your blood, take your entire life, and then look at you and smile and fly off. But then he looked like half bird, half rodent. Like, tell me if I'm wrong. Put a coffin below if you think I'm right. Michael looks like he turns into a bat and flies off into the night, okay? I don't care what anybody say. Put a coffin down below if you believe he looked like the undead but alive. Anyways, he goes over to Aviana's house and Aviana doesn't know what to do. She's having so many mixed emotions that baby girl breaks down and starts crying. And it's like, I don't want him to take me. Next minute, she's excited running around with him. And Rain, y'all, that baby is so cute. I wanted to jump through my television screen and just go la, 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 like just, oh my God. That baby's so beautiful. Aviana's so beautiful. I'm so glad they don't look like him. His whole face make me mad. He just look evil. Ugh. Anyways, so Aviana's just, she doesn't know how to react. She hasn't seen this man, talk to this man in how long. She sees him, she starts crying. This is the same sort of reaction he gave her the first time when we came out of prison. This man is just doing too much to this child, and Sarah is just trying her best. She's being sweet, Aviana, like, don't cry, baby. I'm here for you. I don't want him to take me. I mean, like, girl. And Mike's standing there looking stupid, like he don't understand. All he wants to do is see her laugh and smile. And I'm like, then come around. If all you want to do is see her laugh and smile, call her, okay? You're just this person who comes in and out of her life, and she doesn't know when this person's gonna show up and when it's not. So you know what? Sarah wasn't even banking on Michael showing up. She didn't even tell Aviana that Michael was coming over. She allowed Aviana to make plans with her grandmother and then cut the time short with Michael. And Michael was like, so you're not gonna let me take my children? The answer is no. I haven't seen you in 2 months. You don't call them. And now you're staying at a hotel somewhere and you wanna take my children somewhere just because you half made them? No. No, you cannot take them. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You cannot take them. Girl. And then her black scent comes back. They go in the house after Aviana gets picked up by her grandma. Sarah's like, did you come alone? Now, this is my problem with Michael and gaslighting. Because let me tell you why he's gaslighting her, okay? So after Granny picks up Aviana and the baby, he gonna come in the house and sit down. And she gonna come in the house and she's like, why are you still here? And he's like, so when am I going to be able to see the kids? And she's like, listen, I don't feel like having this conversation right now, but I hope you don't think you're staying here. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then that upsets her, right? It shouldn't, but it does. And she lets it show. And she's like, well, where are you staying? And he's like, look, I'm not interested in having that conversation with you. That's my business. When are you going to let me have this kid? She's like, did you come alone? Did you come alone? Girl, she's just like, I want you to be better for your kids. Here's the deal. What it is that Michael's trying to gaslight her by making her feel bad about wanting him to step up and be a better father. He's like, if you really don't want me and you really don't like me, yet you want me in their lives, I don't understand. And she's like, because I want you to be a better father for them. I want my children to have a father. I don't want you to be a better father for me. And he's like, that doesn't make any sense. You say you didn't like me, so why you want me to around your kids? What, Michael? That doesn't make any sense. And then she feels some kind of way because he's not trying to be there with her. So she's like, where are you? And he's like, listen, it's none of your business. She's like, did you come by yourself? If she was really over this situation, she wouldn't care. I mean, she would care if he wanted to take the kids away. But she could say to him, right now, I'm comfortable with you coming here and playing with them in the front yard. I don't want you taking them off into Rochester. I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable with that. You don't spend enough time with them. I don't trust you with this cute ass little baby. Like, no. And I don't trust the person that you're with. Like, woo! She asks if it's Megan and then it cuts off there, girl. We don't even know. She don't even know it's not Megan. She don't even know it's not Megan. But this is so good. Why is it so good? It's so good. And I'm just like so ashamed of myself that I think it's so good. But he is so trifling. I hate the look of his face. He's on my television screen right now and I just want to throw something at it, but I'm not going to. I pay good money for that TV. I mean, but he gets her so upset and I feel so bad for her because I know where she's at. You know what I'm saying? She just can't let it go. In her mind, she was down for this Negro while he was in prison and she married him and she thought he was gonna come out and do better and she was gonna be there to support him, and this whole time he had a whole other girlfriend. Now they're married and it's not even real and he hasn't even helped her any with those kids. I really do feel for Sarah. I feel for you. I think I love you. I don't love her, but like I just really feel for Sarah. I really do. And he's just gaslighting her and it's just infuriating. All right, so the next couple that we're gonna talk about is Angela and Tony. Ooh, girl, Angela, she a little sneaky, okay? She gonna set Tony up and I'm so excited for it. So Angela's gotten dressed. She looking good in her red dress on. She got her black high wedges on. She looking mighty fine and she comes outside to have a smoke and Tony's like, where you going? You look good. And she's like, I'm going out with Tommy, Brenda, and my sister, Donna Faye. You can't come. And he's like, why can't I come? And she's like, because they don't like you. She's like, you know, you better be here when I get home. Does she say that? I don't know what she says to him, but he can't come and he's feeling some kind of way. And he's gonna tell the camera that he's gonna leave because these rules are too much for him. And I'm like, go then, go. Leave Angie alone. She's better off without you. So Angie gets in the car. She meets at Mariachiville or whatever. They have some drinks, talk about Tony and how dumb he is. She ends up telling Brenda about all the things, about the prostitutes, about the cheating. And Brenda is shocked, girl. She is shooketh and shocked. She hasn't talked to Brenda in a minute then. Brenda didn't know all this. Tommy goes in for a hug, girl, and she almost does like a kiss, but then decides at the last minute and turns her head. I was like, damn, she has cold shouldered the shit out of Tommy into the friend zone. Like, hey, friend zone! Oh, I feel so bad for Tommy. I feel so bad for Tommy. So anyways, Donna Faye is like, you should play a trick on him and tell him you're coming home with me. See how he likes it when you don't come home. And Angela's like, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and go home. And Donna Faye's like, chicken. All right, girl. But Angie got a whole little scheme. So she pulls up to her place, turns off the light, calls Tony, got a nice chipper bright voice, tells Tony that she's staying with Donna Faye and he can go on ahead and live his life for the evening and she'll be back tomorrow. And he says, okay, sounding slightly disappointed and annoyed. She hangs up with him, lights a cigarette, girl. She's sitting out in the car waiting to see what he does or where he goes, and then she gonna follow him, girl. We gonna be right there with, oh, so exciting. I mean, the camera picks up her smoking 2 different cigarettes, just waiting for him to make a move out that house. I wonder how long she's gonna wait before she goes inside. How long is she gonna sit out in that car on a stakeout? Girl, I wish I was right there with her. This is so exciting. So exciting. I am so excited for next episode. In fact, this entire season looks like it's going to be really good. They gave us a little preview at the end of the episode of this season, and I think it's going to be good. I might have to do a weekly episode, okay? So the next couple that we're going to talk about is Lamar and Andrea. Lamar is the hero of the season for me. Okay, so we have Andrea and Lamar in a sex shop. Lamar is surprised that there is this kind of store in Utah, and so am I. She's talking about all the things she likes. She gonna let that man whip her in the store and have her old face all on the TV. It was a little too much for me, but Lamar was happy, so I was happy, okay? Looked at dildos, looked at clitoris stimulants, all kinds of stuff. So then the next segment is she gonna invite her friend who had the baby, the friend who did her weave, and then whoever's redheaded husband. Remember the guy with the red hair? That man looked crazy. So anyways, they're having Bible study and Lamar's like, look, I don't want to be here. He got a whole beer sitting up in front of these Mormons while they got their Book of Mormon out. And Andrea's like, I just really want you to hear this message, hear this word, because it's very important to me. She says that she was lost and broken and alone, and the Book of Mormon changed her life. Listen, if the Book of Mormon is what Andrea needed, then that's fine. But Lamar's points are 100% on point, in my opinion. Lamar says that, look, I accept you the way you are, you accept me the way I am, okay? I don't want any of this. The Book of Mormon and Mormons is not for Black people. He brings up what I read in season 1 when I found out she was a Black Mormon, about the way that the Mormons treated Black people and people of color joining the religion before 1976. It is what it is, okay? This is a new ass religion sought up by some white folks during the Pilgrim era, and they didn't want Black people in there. It's bailed on racism. Like, it is what it is, okay? Like, it's weird to me that Black people don't even care, but if it does speak to you, that's fine. Whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, right now I'm into sage and I'm into crystals. That is working for me right now. So whatever you're into. If believing that the angel Moroni came down and found Jesus in the Americas and spoke his gospel and then gave them some glasses to a man named John Smith for a hidden tablet with some new commandments in a forest buried, and you know what I'm saying? If that works for you, that works for you. Okay, it just does. I accept it. However, it doesn't work for Lamar. And Lamar brings that out to them. They don't have shit to say about it. One of the girls like reaches over him, tries to touch him. He's like, nah, you don't need to touch me. And then she's gonna use her white tears. She's gonna be crying in front of the camera, talking about, it really hurts my feelings that somebody who I'm just trying to minister to and figure this like blessing to just thinks that I'm being offensive to them. And that hurts me because that's not what, girl, we don't need your tears, okay? We don't need your tears. We don't need your tears. It was the best moment of the episode for me. Like, and I feel like I don't need to talk about how Andrea shouldn't be a Black Mormon anymore. I just don't think I need to talk about it anymore. If it works for her, it works for her, that's fine. And I'm glad that he stood his ground. I just really am. Oh, there's this little segment where she's trying to teach Nyla how to drive. And I don't know if it was the sound effects or if Nyla was really doing the most, but she was doing a lot during that driving lesson. And Andrea was like, look, I'm not teaching her to drive ever again. She's not driving anymore. That's why Lamar needs to move to Utah so he could teach Nyla how to drive. And he could be the person that's level-headed around, because Andrea is crazy. Andrea's talking about she doesn't want to get divorced from him, and she wants to have a happy family, and then the people in her prayer group are telling him that they're not going to be able to raise their kids well together because they have different ideologies. And I'm like, no, that is false. There are plenty of people with different ideologies that raise very healthy children, just children who have two perspectives in life, which is important and great. So that was dumb. All right, you guys, so that's the end of this episode. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Check my merch down below if you're interested. If you liked my recap, go ahead and share it on any social media platforms that you would like to. My name is Wahima, but just call me Wah. Let's have a kiki and a conversation down in the comments section. You know what to do. Go ahead and check these videos out if you guys want to see more of what I do. Show your girl some love here on YouTube. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye.